Massive and deadly winter storm, what's called a bomb cyclone, and it is living up to its name tonight, slamming into the east. And just look at the scope of this storm. Along the east coast, several states of emergency as we come on the air. Coastal flooding along the shore, damaging waves in Scituate, Massachusetts tonight. Blizzard conditions and blinding snow, whiteout conditions, in fact, on the roads right there in Exeter, New Hampshire. And in downtown Boston, firefighters making a rescue in the icy, flooding streets. And tonight, real concern about what's coming next after this storm. Schools already closed in some places. And ABC's Eva Pilgrim leads us off from Boston tonight.
Tonight, the devastating nor'easter, a bomb cyclone, unleashing its power. In Massachusetts, hurricane-force wind gusts, and in Scituate on the coast, some of the worst flooding in recent memory. Homes and businesses inundated.
You can see just how hard these waves are crashing against this seawall. It's crashing the water up over the roofs of these houses.
In Boston, fire trucks driving through floodwaters. First responders making water rescues. It's just afternoon here in Boston. You can see this right here is floodwaters coming out of the Boston harbor. It's not even high tide yet. We've already had to move our cars twice. At one point, the water was as high as the hood of our SUV. Nearby, we spotted a man heading home from delivering food. What are you doing driving in this?
That's it. I'm working for Grubhub.
The powerful storm dumping up to 3 inches of snow an hour in the region, along with lightning and thunder. In Manchester, New Hampshire, this vehicle crashing into a nursing home. No one injured. Anyone behind the wheel risking an accident. In New York,
2 buses just collided here.
Police busy using their vehicles to help push stranded drivers.
The situation on the roads is dangerous. It shouldn't be underestimated.
Multiple homes burning on Oak Island. The only access by boat. But with the heavy ice, firefighters forced to build a ramp and use a hovercraft instead to reach the scene.
There you go, go.
Overnight, sub-freezing temperatures turning roads to pure ice from Virginia to Georgia, stranding drivers for hours.
Just slow down.
At least 6 deaths now being blamed on this storm.
Just horrific driving up and down the East Coast all day. Eva's with us live from Boston tonight. We see the mound of snow there behind you, Eva, and schools there are closed again tomorrow.
That's right, David. Schools here will be closed again tomorrow. And part of the reason for that is those sub-zero temperatures that are on the backside of the storm. 700 trucks are on the roads right now. They'll be on the roads overnight to get the snow off the roads. You can see they put it into mounds like this one. The reason for that, they don't want this snow to freeze on those roads and become an even bigger headache tomorrow. David?
Just a stunning sight tonight.
A large chunk of North America was already in a deep freeze. Now the northeast coast is being hit particularly hard from a winter blizzard. Massachusetts bearing the brunt of it, blowing snow made for near whiteout conditions. Along the coastal regions of the state, there was icy flooding. In the seaside town of Scituate, Massachusetts, boats were seen floating in icy waters. All of the northeast of the U.S. was hit with what meteorologists were loosely calling a snow hurricane. It closed many schools and government offices. In New York, heavy snow and particularly high winds nearly brought the city to a halt. And by afternoon, most businesses had closed up for the day. The mayor declared a winter storm emergency and asked residents to stay indoors.
This is a serious storm between the very low temperature, the strong winds, the driving snow. Everyone should take this one very seriously and take precautions.
The conditions brought airports to a standstill. Thousands of flights canceled in the Northeast, leaving travelers either queuing up to rebook or stranded, unsure of when they might be able to fly.
Our flight was canceled, and we never got any information that was being canceled. And now we're delayed, and we're not sure if we're going to be flying out of here anytime soon.
Further south in Georgia, water fountains were no match for the cold, a rare sight where temperatures this low are highly unusual.
This is the first time in 5 years I've seen snow or even cold and ice as much as it is.
But back up in the Northeast, The situation could get worse overnight. The governor of Massachusetts saying Friday likely won't be any better.
If a foot of snow wasn't enough, the forecast predicts single-digit temperatures to move in on Friday.
A storm that hit hard, and with temperatures now expected to dip down again to minus 20 degrees Celsius and below, there seems little chance of much melting away. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, New York.